Hello again guys and welcome to my channel. Today we will be taking a look at the MO models sculpted by Sean Cooper Argentinosaurus in 1:38 scale. Now first of all we'll be looking at the overall look of the figure, and then I'll bring you guys close up to the figure, and then I'll give you my thoughts on the figure, or should I say model. So this is something that not many would buy, as it is quite a pricey piece, but it is a large model and extremely detailed. Now the model, I got it from Dan's Dinosaurs, assembled it myself and painted it myself, and it is made of resin, so very solid and heavy piece, but also a fragile piece. Otherwise, thanks to the fact that it is made from resin, a lot of details are shown. Now let's take a closer look. But first of all, it's currently being displayed next to the Collect A Baobab tree. Now just a quick info, the Collect A Baobab tree is present because this model sometimes topples forward, and I need something to support the model. Also, this model is, as you guys can obviously see, a model of a rearing sauropod, which is not very often. Does happen once in a while. We do get some like from Batard and from PNSO, but it makes for a very magnificent and imposing piece when you see a four-legged creature with a long neck that is suddenly standing. Now let's take a closer look. Now let's take a look at the head. Can you guys see? I don't know if you guys can see. Let's see it focus. Now the head is extremely detailed. Right, she doesn't want to focus, man. There you go. Look at that head. So you can see the head is really detailed. The nose is situated slightly forward. The teeth are also situated there, but bear in mind the skull of the Argentinosaurus has never been found, so a lot of artistic licensing is allowed. Look at the beautiful amount of details in the scales and also in the wrinkles of the neck. This is where resin models win, because a lot of details are shown. Not just, usually in some models they show either just wrinkles or scales, but in this case you can see both wrinkles and scales. Now I did some dry brushing here. You can see the extremely thick musculature of the neck. There you go. Alright. Okay. Beautiful thick neck. Now I admit some of the joint parts I'm not the best at doing, and so they look very obvious. I'm very sorry for that. And then we reach the shoulder area of the figure, of the model. Look at that, just look at the amount of detail and muscle. Look at the wrinkles there. And then funny how an animal with such a bulbous meaty looking abdomen with ribs sticking out. It must mean that it's big because of the skeletal structure, not simply because of fat or muscle. Look at the shoulder area, the shoulder blade, the forelimbs. Very accurate looking, finely detailed. And then you have the single toe claw there. Yes. And then you can see there, moon-shaped. You have semi-crescent moon-shaped feet, forelimbs. Sorry, this piece is a bit heavy to hold. So yeah, look at the details there. The musculature in the hind limbs, absolutely stunning. I love how the feet are nice and flat. 3 toe claws on the rear, on the hind legs. You can see that. Then we reach the base of the tail. Yeah, look at that. Sorry for the resin joint there. And then we take a look at the wrinkles, scales, the musculature of the tail. Bear in mind this is a resin kit, so it did come in several pieces. But I do think that the tail of this piece is a tad bit long. Kind of reminds me of a diplodocid. I'll show you guys a look from the other side. Starting from the tail. As you can see there, look at that. Very nice. There you go. There you go. Oh, such a heavy piece. I'm sorry, guys. Again, the musculature, the wrinkles and the ribs, the forelimbs, and then back onto the super muscular looking neck. Just appreciate the amount of details in the scales and the wrinkles and the lighting that I showed you guys here. And there you go. Now I'll show you guys a look of the piece from above. Yes, it's very thick. The very round, rotund abdomen there. This is a heavy piece of solid. If you guys can pick that up, definitely a solid piece. Okay, I'll repose it back for you guys. So, what are my thoughts on this figure? Number one, it is big, it is costly, and I would suggest if you can afford it, you should send it to a professional artist. But I couldn't, and I'm happy with the paint that I went for. I went for a black base with some subtle brown spots on the back. I'm happy with the way, and some dry brushing, some brown dry brushing, so I'm happy with the way my piece turned out. But would I recommend the piece? Definitely, if you have the money, because it is magnificent. Probably one of the best rearing sauropod pieces out there. But again, it is pricey because it is a resin model. It is not mass produced, it is produced only on demand. So you don't get the kind of pricing that Safari or Collecte or even Batat give you. Otherwise, it is an imposing piece. I've measured the model beforehand, so I'll tell you guys the dimensions. It is 86 centimeters long. (86 centimeters long), or about 33.8 inches long, and it is also 42.5 centimeters tall, or sorry for the noise, or 16.7 inches tall. So that would roughly make this animal 30 to 32 meters long from snout to tip of tail. Bear in mind the length I measured is along the centra, along the spine. So that makes for an animal that is about 30 to 32 meters long, or about 100 feet long, and then 15 to 16 meters tall. Okay, or about 50 to 52 feet tall. So this is a big animal that it is representing. Certainly not the biggest piece that I have, but alas, in the 1 to 38 and 1 to 35 scale, this piece is large and represents a large animal. Now for size comparison, I'll put in a figure that most of you guys know and probably have. The Safari Limited Triceratops from 2017. So you guys take a look at that. Yes, the size difference is very large. Okay guys, so if you have any comments down below, hit me up in the comments if you have any questions. Until next time, goodbye.